I mean, it's been a quite an exciting show. I don't know if Coach Abel dropped off. I think he dropped off.
Yeah,
It's been a while since he has spoken, but um, but all in all, I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see like Kenyan basketball be where it is right now, and even like the much needed like just traveling outside and just playing continental. It will help us a great deal, especially moving forward. But the thing that worries me is we have so much. We like shortcuts a lot. We play to
yeah,
shortcuts a lot, and we don't have like a good plan for the future. Look even at the national team. The 2025 FIBA Afrobasket is right next year. We have the draw came out. We're in Group E. We're going to match up against Guinea. We're going to match up against Angola and Tunisia. So the thing is, I'm not even talking about them right now. We're going to talk about them when the time comes. But given like the way we have been moving as Team Kenya, I feel like we're not planning things. We're not proactive in terms of planning. We're only planning things last minute. It's a rush decision, even in the players who are coming in and the players who are being brought in, let's say for the national team assignments, 3x3, 5x5, it's always last minute. So are we going to wait to scramble for last minute to create a provisional list, do all that shit? Then after we have done all that, we put in the players there. They give us that result. There's no training beforehand. So I mean, and the window opens February end, November next year. So I mean, Steve, if what can we do to better utilize like our opportunities that we have in FIBA events? Like, what thing can we add on to do to be able to be prepared and even content at this point?
Oh, okay. For the, I would start by we are not strategic. Everything is about strategy. It's all about strategy. It's, what do you want to achieve? Which route am I taking to get it? Now, most of us want quick results. We want to show up for an event and be the winners. We want to show up for an event and show out. We have players who want to show up for events for the sole purpose of I want to get into another team. I want to get a certain opportunity. You can imagine there is a lot of that. A lot of I am getting into this for my own personal reasons. So nobody's getting into anything for creational purposes, for progress, for strategic purposes. So it's all a selfish endeavor for very many parties. I think for us, we have to like have strategic steps. We have to like sit down and say, okay, this is where we want to get to. Yeah, to get to that point, we have to go through this, and it will take a lot of sacrifice. It will take a lot of. One thing I know about basketball players: basketball player will not go to a door and knock the door and say, "Hey, I need help. I need you to give this opportunity." Nobody would do that. We are very proud, a very proud group. So it really does us a lot of disservice if we're not able to create opportunities for ourselves, create the attractiveness of the stage. This starts with the situation being attractive. If it becomes attractive, you can get good players, you can get better people wanting to invest in training, want to invest in the sport. It is a whole process. But okay, you can imagine we barely have stars in our league. Okay, let me just ask you, Nderitu, whom do you consider a star in the league? Like, okay, this guy is a star. Tunamjua, yeye ni mkali na si mkali pia anajulikana. Whom would you say is a star?
At this point, I don't think there's anyone that fits that criteria.
Nobody.
No, none,
We don't have a
because
star. We don't have a single. We don't
I,
have
I
someone whom we would put forward and say this is our star. Now, Natalie
yeah.
currently has a big opportunity of being the star, but then inaenda kufade away too. You see, inaenda kufade away. Mbona inaenda kufade away? Because right now she has to plan her trip back to Cairo. Uh, she will be engaged in the competition for quite some time, such that by the time anarudi from that competition, her performance or the team's performance in that competition will overshadow the success ameachieve huku, si unaona? So it's just covered, so all the star power alikuwa amecreate might end up being swallowed by the performance in the 5-on-5, of which in the 5-on-5, if we manage to do well, she most probably doesn't get the MVP. Medina might get the MVP or some other person, because most of our work is just to bring the ball up the court. It will not give her so much star power. So
I've not. I actually agree with you because if I've looked at so much games that Natalie has played, even continental ball, even last year, even this year, even when she plays in KBF, I've never seen a guard when she plays the point. I've never seen a point guard take as fewer shots as her, and not even the shots that she takes and she attempts, they're off by a mile. Like she can even go 0 points. Okay,
yeah,
even in the last game that she was given the MVP. Honestly, it is even a controversial take. I don't think she should have won the MVP. The MVP award should have gone to
yeah,
Medina. Medina statistically carried the day game. She carried the game, but I don't know why she got it. Maybe it's because of the buzzer beater, because it was
yeah,
only 2 points. But all I'm saying is, even when you say like, even when not even you saying it, but even when the media try to paint the picture that she is a star, I don't think she is, because if you look at even her stats, if you look at how she plays, if you look at even like game footage, even statistics, they don't scream anything star, because a star is supposed to be a leader of the team and somebody who can put the team on their back. And when the team doesn't have her, they suffer offensively. Like a Luka Doncic, she's
yeah,
you have to have like let's say for example, if the Dallas Mavericks are playing and they don't
mm,
have Luka Doncic, you expect them to lose, right?
yeah,
You, when she plays, and she plays even like let's say north of like 30 minutes, and she has 0 points and like 5 assists. What's that, man? Like as a point guard, you don't even know when you're supposed to shoot. Don't know when you're supposed to pass. The three
mm,
ball, you don't even know where you're supposed to score the basketball. You don't draw fouls, you never go to the line. Only dependent on
mm,
transition, and that's taken away, you're done. So, I mean, there's no star. Honestly, in Kenyan basketball, there isn't a single star. None.
yeah.
None.
Actually, actually, if I was Natalie, right now, finding a way of not going to Egypt,
She should
I
just
would
sit out. She should sit out.
I would really want to ride on my that shot should like put her up there. It's one shot, but it gives so much. Like I would go back to Elisha. Elisha had one very nice dunk.
Yeah.
I can tell you, these FIBA 3x3 people, they used it as a highlight. They did everything they could. Now, this guy should have ridden that star power mpaka izime,
Yeah.
mpaka izime chini. But then we do not know how to develop stars. We are not committed to developing stars. Alafu, when these corporates treat us as trash, sisi tunasema people don't support basketball. That is why basketball is not doing well. But why would they do that? They have to do it for their interest, and then in this case, there's no interest that align. So we have to do a lot to develop star power, uh, especially on the court of the court. We have to develop stars. We have to have people who are ready to take the heat, who are ready to show that okay, I have arrived, this is my place. Lakini sasa wewe unacheza na uoga pale, ukikuwa critic siku moja machozi inajaa kwa macho. Okay, you are a star, you don't want to take the heat of being a star.
You don't
Wewe
want to start
unataka,
responsibilities.
you don't want star responsibility, unataka ku cruise mode tu, ile wakati umefanya hivi ndio okay guys. No, star power is taking all that heat. That is what drives you up there. Lakini kama wewe ni ule msee mwenye, kama ni mbaya usiongee, wacha, you're not supporting me. Kama ni mzuri ongea. No, star power doesn't work that way. That is why it's very difficult for us to develop stars. We I think Okal tries so much.